Ooh, just when you thought it couldn't get any worse. Welcome to Street Politics. My name is Reese Waters. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the page, and welcome to all our new members here on the channel. Well, I hope all of you guys enjoyed Denzel Washington weekend.
October 11th, October 12th, and 13th, and 14th, I was intoxicated. I drank all of those days. I drank in excess.
I know I was until I saw this.
And we've got a big decision coming up November 5th. It's like one of those choose your own adventure novels.
Wait a minute, didn't y'all just run Laura Loomer out the campaign because it made Trump and everybody around her look bad? We only got screenshots of Loomer. We got whole video of Boebert. She's like that member of the team that nobody wants to talk to.
And I want all of the news to start asking the question, what is the crime? Because everyone in this court has not been informed of what the crime is. The defendant does not know the crime that was committed.
She basically like the Harrison Butker of MAGA.
I don't talk to Harrison all year long, man. I just let him do his thing.
Don't talk to him. Go say hello.
It's not like in the lunchroom. You say hi in the lunchroom?
No, we sit right beside each other in team meeting, and I don't say one word to him, only before the season and after the season. That's the only time I talk to him.
Speaking of which...
Now, Harrison, are you're supporting Hawley. Does this mean you're supporting Donald Trump?
Well, I'm supporting the president that's going to be the most pro-life president. I think Donald Trump, topic that is the most... crucial topic for me. I want us to be fighting for the most vulnerable, fighting for the unborn, and that's what we should prioritize, and that's obviously what Senator Hawley is doing as a man of faith.
I mean, is there any equivocation about supporting Trump? I mean, if were it not for Trump, Roe versus Wade would have not been overturned, obviously.
Right. I think you have to vote for whoever's going to be the most pro-life, and we have to be prayerful men that put God first, and I think that's what's going to be best for our country.
Wow, Laura Ingraham really has come a long way from shut up and dribble.
Oh, and LeBron and Kevin, you're great players, but no one voted for you. Millions elected Trump to be their coach. So keep the political commentary to yourself, or as someone once said, shut up and dribble.
You know, I wonder what changed with her. I wonder what opened her eyes. It's almost like she has no integrity whatsoever.
Wait. When did I mention measles?
I don't know. It was on you.
What was on me? What are you talking about? Right? Is Raymond even hearing what I'm saying? I never had the measles.
Was on you.
We never did a measles and vaccine episode. Is this a joke?
I know.
I don't even know what you're talking about.
It was on you. It was on you.
Raymond, I've never had measles. What are you talking about? This is stupid.
It was an episode of a show, Laura.
What's it called?
You.
What is he talking about?
It's called you.
I've never done a show on measles. I just completely give up. We got to get out of it.
It's a show
I give up.
called You on Netflix.
She ain't even trying to hide it. But then again, at least Harrison Butker has rings. You know, Boebert out here talking, but she never did squat. She kind of like the Danica Patrick of MAGA.
Kaylee, I'm also a first-time voter, I just want to say. I've never voted before,
that's
but
awesome.
this time around,
Good for you.
I have to vote. Yeah, it's that important.
I just want to be clear. I want to get on record. You're voting for us, right? You're voting for the good guys?
1,000%.
There we go.
That's right. Yet another thing that she's never done. And by the way, after seeing that video, I went down a whole Danica Patrick rabbit hole, and never before have I been less shocked to see that somebody got lost on the internet.
I had a very interesting start to COVID. I was doing ayahuasca in Peru.
Well, at least you have this, Danica Patrick. It won't be J.D. Vance's most embarrassing interview this month.
In the debate, you were asked to clarify if you believe Trump lost the 2020 election. Do you believe he lost the 2020 election?
I think that Donald Trump and I have both raised a number of issues with the 2020 election, but we're focused on the future. I think there's an obsession here with focusing on 2020. I'm much more worried about what happened after 2020, which is a wide open border, groceries that are unaffordable. And look,
Senator,
Lulu,
yes or no?
Okay.
Did Donald Trump lose the 2020 election?
Let me ask you a question. Is it okay that big technology companies censored the Hunter Biden laptop story, which independent analysis have said it cost Donald Trump millions of votes?
Senator Vance, I'm going to ask you again. Did Donald Trump lose the 2020 election?
Did big technology companies censor a story that independent studies have suggested would have cost Trump millions of votes?
Senator
I think that's
Vance,
the question.
I'm going to ask you again. Did Donald Trump lose the 2020
And I've answered
election?
your question with another question. You answer my question and I'll answer yours.
I have asked this question repeatedly. It is something that is very important for the American people to know. There is no proof, legal or otherwise, that Donald Trump did not lose the 2020 election.
You're repeating a slogan rather than engaging with what I'm saying.
Now, top that, Bobo.
We got a packed house in Aurora, Colorado, and I just saw on the screen there are thousands more outside waiting to get in.
Okay, so you keep people outside waiting to get in to take the place of all the people that walk out. Okay, that's smart. That's solid.
Waiting to support President Trump. So here I am. Patriots! I'm here to ask you, are you ready? Are you ready to see God move in Colorado? Are you ready to see God's glory? Are you ready to position yourself for the good fight of faith?
Okay, let me holler at all my Christians here, especially all of my Christian fundamentalists on the right wing. I understand that you welcome backsliders into the church. You know, you want them to turn their life over, but we don't give them the mic. No. Like if you literally just left the streets, you ain't preaching this Sunday. We need some time for you to be removed from what we all remember.
And are you ready for President Donald J. Trump to walk into the White House?
And what is it with all these reactions that she's doing, all these facial expressions, like she's never spoken before, like she has no idea what to do with the silence? Just, is that code or something like that? Is there like an alt-right code I need to know?
Are you ready for President Donald J. Trump to walk into the White House January 20th, 2025, and look the swamp creatures in the eye and say, as I was saying?
Actually, he'll probably have to introduce himself to a lot of the swamp creatures, because most of the people that were with him when he left will not be back. Yeah, so he needs to precede that. Maybe get some name tags or something like that for when he returns to the swamp, because it's going to be a whole new crew. Trump administration had more turnover than the Washington Commanders.
Now, I was going to kick things off with a joke, but then I realized why bother, because Kamala Harris has already beat me to it by running in this race.
How come nobody told her not to try comedy? I mean, we realized that the last time that she tried to tell a joke while she was on the campaign trail. Somebody, you know what? Get Laura Loomer's writer. Yeah, he should be available.
Kamala is literally the punchline trying to run our country. And we've got a big decision coming up November 5th. It's like one of those choose your own adventure novels.
Which, by the way, was the highest level of literature that Boebert completed. I could see why she would mention choose your own adventure. Like for us, it would be like a throwback, choose your own adventure to our childhood, but she literally just put one down before she came up to speak.
Except in this one, your options are a booming economy with prosperity and freedom under President Trump, or watching our country fall apart and be handed over to tyrants and dictators?
Has the Harris campaign clipped that yet? Have they? Okay, because let's use it. That's great stuff right here. Hey, keep talking, Boebert. Yeah. No, we capturing it all.
By Kamala Harris faster than Hunter Biden trying to scurry out of a laptop repair shop. These radical leftists think that they can tell you not to believe your own lying eyes. They're gaslighting you harder than a toxic ex in a breakup.
Yeah, Boebert, let's not talk about relationships. And definitely don't talk about exes. Like, yeah, let's go ahead and cut that. Can we clip that from the speech?
In developing news, the ex-husband of U.S. Representative Lauren Boebert is facing criminal charges tonight. His arrest comes after police say he made unfounded domestic abuse allegations against the Congresswoman.
Like, oh no, there's no crisis at the border. Yeah, and my AR-15's a squirt gun. Come on, man. In Colorado, we don't need Kyle Clark at 9 News to tell us what's happening in our own backyard.
I'm sorry. Did you just mention Kyle Clark? You mean this Kyle Clark?
Would you want to talk about the theater thing?
Sure. So, Kyle, I certainly have owned up to my night out in Denver. And, you know, I've gone on that public apology tour, and I'm grateful for the mercy and grace that has been shown. But I'm not going to continue to live life in shame and be beat up by this. And, you know, I would like to go back to my legislative record for just a second.
We're not going to do that. You had plenty of time to answer the question. You chose not to.
Sure.
That's fine. I just want to make sure.
I'll have more time.
You have apologized for the theater incident.
I certainly have.
And I just want to make sure. Did you apologize for the behavior that went on with you and your date, or the vaping,
Kyle,
or did you apologize, or pardon me, or did you apologize for lying to voters about what you did that night and the disrespect that you showed to service workers that night? What specifically were you apologizing for?
I don't believe there was disrespect. There were things that were absolutely taken out of context.
There's video of your interactions with service workers. I'm asking.
Right.
Are you apologizing for the lying to voters,
that I flipped
or
someone off, and I did not. So I mean, I think it's been very mischaracterized.
Oh, you don't want that smoke.
Our backyard's looking like an episode of Narcos. You've got gangs like Tren de Aragua.
No, our backyard is not looking like an episode of Narcos. Your backyard is looking like an episode of Narcos because you have so many criminals in your circle. That's why it looks like an episode of Narcos, because you and everybody who you're connected with has records. That is why it looks like an episode of Narcos, because mine don't.
Turning apartment complexes into their own playgrounds. What's more American than that, right? Venezuelan gangs are extorting and harassing people, assaulting them in their own homes. And Kamala is out here like, hey, relax, it's fine. Just enjoy your carjacking on the way to the grocery store. Next thing you know, they'll tell us living in the basement is peak office conditions, and hurricane victims are really enjoying their new beachfront property views.
I'm sorry, did somebody say hurricane victims? You sure you want to bring that out? Because we got the evidence of your man lying about the hurricane. So cut that from the speech too. Did you run this by anybody?
They do have more money than you after your take-home pay under Bidenomics with their glowing $750 checks, if they really need it. What an insult. And don't even get me started on cackling Kamala. This woman is about as useful as a screen door on a submarine. She was supposed to be the border czar and still holds that title. But she's more like a Walmart greeter, except they're not even checking for receipts.
Okay, you just said less than a minute ago that Joe Biden is not really running the country and you're trying to tie Kamala Harris to everything associated with the Biden administration, and now you want to say that she's useless. Were these two different speeches that you put together, or do you just not have basic language comprehension? Like, I'm trying to figure out how you can do that in the same speech, in the same minute. Who wrote that Choose Your Own Adventure novel that you're reading right now? I need to know who wrote that, because they should be jailed. And I'm sure you will absolutely ascribe all of the things that Trump brags about from his first administration to Mike Pence, right? Mike Pence should really get all that credit.
I say that we evict Kamala Harris from the White House faster than my best friend Matt Gaetz evicted Speaker Kevin McCarthy from the House of Representatives.
Matt Gaetz? He's your best friend? Huh. So that makeup was your doing then? You just said Matt Gaetz is your best friend. So you were the one that told him to leave the house looking like this. Wow. If I'm running against her, you gotta put that. I mean, she's clearly shown poor judgment up to this point, but just add that to the list. She's blind.
Trump back in 2016 told us that they're not sending their best. Everyone lost their minds, like he said he hated puppies. But guess what? He was right. He said that they were sending rapists and murderers and thugs. Why you look scared? Like you just got threatened by somebody. You got somebody following you to the, why you look terrified when you said that? Oh, you just got the light, didn't you? You just got the light. They realized she wasn't making sense. Okay, that's what it is. I know that look from doing stand-up. I know that terrified look in the, I gotta get off stage. This ain't going good. He knew that they were sending criminals. And let me tell you something, these illegal aliens, they do deserve one thing. And no, it's not a fruit basket. They deserve a one-way ticket home, a complimentary deportation. They don't get free health care, they don't get free housing. Hell, they don't even get free refills.
She thought that was her line to get out. She thought that was, I've done that before. Yeah, I'm gonna kill him. I'm gonna kill him with the refills line. I'm gonna kill him with the refills line, and I'm gonna leave to an applause, and they don't applaud, and now you stuck up there. That is awkward. That's uncomfortable.
Now, Colorado, we got a lot of great speakers, so I'm gonna wrap it up here for you. But the answer is really simple. We need President Trump back in office like we need an extreme home makeover immigration edition. So now I want y'all to shout it with me. Move that bus. Move. Biden's buses brought them out in here, and Trump's buses are going to take them out. This is our time to take our country back. President Trump is here to defund the weaponized federal agencies. I am here to stand strong for you and our Colorado needs.
Ooh, just when you thought it couldn't get any worse, defunding our agencies. Well, your boy literally just said a few days ago, anybody who wants to defund the police is not worthy of being president. Try again.
Anybody who wants to defund the police for even 1 week is not worthy of being president of the United States.
To be your voice, we have John Fabricatore, and you are in his district, and he will come to D.C. and fight with me and President Trump and all of you. God bless you, God bless Colorado, and God bless America.
Man, that was bad. I can understand why she ended with a bus analogy. You go back to what you're used to when you're in trouble. Now, I mentioned at the top, when I hollered at my Christians about who is it that you are allowing to actually preach on Sundays. Clearly a backslider who was incapable of even making the sign of the cross. and somebody who apparently thinks everybody who's dead asleep is praying.
You know, every so often, Mr. Garcia, maybe you could just lift up that picture of our President Trump sleeping. As you say, I think he's praying. But if he is sleeping, you know, he certainly looks pretty while he sleeps. Maybe it's an endearing moment of prayer, though. I know when I fall asleep on airplanes, you know, my mouth kind of drops open. And, you know, his mouth is kind of tight-lipped. So maybe it's just a somber moment of
I mean,
thought.
he's sleeping. It's been reported by multiple press outlets.
I was in the
that
courtroom
he's
today,
sleeping.
and I do. I could see why someone would fall asleep, just like George Conway fell asleep today in the court hearing. You know, it's kind of slow in there. It's not as exciting as the House Oversight Committee, but I just wanted to say that's a lovely picture you have of President Trump, Mr. Garcia. Thank you, and I yield.
So clearly she wasn't qualified to speak anything of the gospel. But here's the other thing, is what makes this person feel comfortable calling this person useless and dumb? What makes Lauren Boebert feel so comfortable and free to come for Kamala Harris's competence and record? See, the thing about your arguments about DEI, they work best when you have two people that are comparable, or when you have somebody who can legitimately lay claim to the thing that the black or brown person has. But when you have the dregs of society calling somebody who just put down a choose your own adventure, mind you, I'm surprised it wasn't a see, touch, and feel book. Somebody who just put down a seek and find book is calling a former attorney general and senator and current vice president incompetent. Like that devalues all of the good work in bad faith you've done to dismantle DEI and to argue that we haven't earned all the things that we achieved. Like, it is legitimately an embarrassment of absurdity. And quite frankly, the fact that you didn't get security to remove her when she said that, because she showed just how embarrassing those arguments are, like you did that time that she got drunk and she kept trying to holler at Trump, because I ain't forgot about that. I'm surprised security let her back in. I think Trump security really has let him down, you know, because after she had to be escorted away from Trump at that party, I would think they would have photos of her like in the wallet or in their phones or something. Not only they let her get back up, they let her get back on stage. It really reminds me of a Lyndon B. Johnson quote that, quite frankly, I could reference with just about every video I'm going to make between now and Election Day. But I especially will when I talk about black men. So be on the lookout for that whole thing. That was bad. I don't even know what could possibly follow that.
We are not kidding you. This is a real problem. This is not something that the media is making up. This is something that my children experience every single day. Every single day they have to experience transgenders at their school. They have to experience people that think that they're bunny rabbits, kitty cats, dogs. They get meowed at. They get barked at.
Kids scratch me on the back because they identify as a cat.
It's horrible. And our governor thinks it's imaginary.
They gone. They gone. No, they are all the way gone. And if you're wondering just how gone,
go to Anthony in North Carolina. Anthony, how you doing? What do you got?
Hi, Dan. Thank you for taking my call. This situation is actually breaking up our family. My father-in-law lives just outside of Asheville, North Carolina, and he was badly damaged by Hurricane Helene. And he has refused all FEMA help because he's a hardcore Trumper. And he literally believes that if he accepts anything from FEMA, they're going to take his house.
Wow.
And my wife is I mean, we're literally, I mean, we're at the point where, like, screw them. I mean, if they're going to listen to Alex Jones and Tucker Carlson and Sean Hannity over us who have his best interest at heart, or my poor wife is like, the hell with him, screw him. And it sucks. It really sucks, Dan. And I don't understand how so many people are under the spell of this freaking con man. I don't understand it.
Well, it's absolutely heartbreaking about your father-in-law. I'm so sorry to hear it. You know, I hope.
Dan, it's hard to even imagine it. I mean, he lost almost everything, and he's refusing all help from the federal government and complaining to us that he doesn't have food, that he doesn't have the stuff he needs, and yet he won't accept the help. What the hell are we supposed to do? We're not in a position to be able to fly across the country and help him. Yeah. There's people begging us to get him to accept help, and he won't do it. And I guarantee you, I'm not the only one. I guarantee you, I'm not the only one.
I wish there was something I could say as to, you know, I don't know. Does he have access to any electronics where you could send him some information debunking this, and that he might?
We've done all of that. We've done all of that. We've sent him all the FEMA bulletins. We've sent him all the stuff from the fact checkers. He doesn't believe it. He thinks it's all. He just believes Trump. Literally, Dan. It's a cult.
Equal parts sad and predictable. And you know what? He's got no regrets and he's got no empathy. And on the back end, he got no money for you either. Good luck, MAGA. Thank you guys so much for watching the video, and also a special thank you to all of our subscribers and members here on the channel. I'm just about to roll out the first batch of badges and emoji, and I'm taking your suggestions on what you think would look nice in the chat or look nice next to your name when you leave a comment. Email me at reese@reesewaters.com and let me know what your suggestion would be. We are on the precipice of 200K. What do? We throw a party? We do a special live? You know what? I'm gonna surprise you.